a fair number of professionals who are really good communicators. And the reason that they are sitting down with me is not necessarily because they have a problem with their own communication skills, but it's because they've spotted it in the organization around them. Sometimes it's because they've spotted it in the person that they report to. The person above them in the hierarchy is a less than great communicator, which makes them a somewhat difficult leader to follow. So there are a few things that I've found myself telling people in that position that I want to share with you, because I think there's a fair number of people out there in a situation like this. The first thing to recognize is you're not trapped. You have the choice to be where you want to be. As a good communicator yourself, you are valuable. You're extremely valuable to the organization that you belong to now, and you would be extremely valuable to whatever organization you want to belong to. You would be an extremely valuable independent contractor if you choose that route. You can do what you want to do, and you're only in the organization that you're in as a volunteer. Recognize that. Second thing is you can communicate with the people around you as directly as you want to. Feel free to sit down with your leader and talk to them about communication. Make requests for how you would like to be communicated with. See if you can have your leader recognize that there is daylight between how they currently communicate and how they could communicate. It doesn't need to be a conversation about them fixing something that's broken. It could be a conversation with a leader that communicates nothing but good to great. So it could be saying, of course, you have good communication skills. You wouldn't be where you are if you didn't have good communication skills. And I know as a professional, you want to keep growing, you want to keep improving. I know that there is a level of communication better than where you currently are. And there are things that you can do about it. So maybe you have like specific requests for how they can communicate better to you as an individual. Maybe you have specific suggestions for how they could communicate better with your team or with the team around them. Maybe you want to suggest that they get coaching. Maybe you want to suggest that they get training, not just for them, but for their peers or for the whole team. Maybe if they heard it from someone outside of the team, they would incorporate it more readily. Another thing that you can do is engage these folks in a conversation, not about them, but about the bigger picture around them. This would be a conversation, again, not necessarily about fixing something that's broken, but it would be a conversation about opportunities, opportunities to lift the team in some way, to explore what would be a vision of success that's next level. It would be asking them what their vision for an improved situation for this team would be. And maybe inside of that vision, you hear an opportunity for coaching or training that would elevate the situation for everyone, and that would involve getting better at communication for the folks that need it the most. If you take that on, I think what you're going to find is that the results that you create, maybe they'll be exactly what you're hoping for, maybe not, but they will definitely be in the direction of what you're hoping for. You can't help but improve the situation with an approach like this.